Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying close attention to what's going on around the NFL, especially in the AFC North, you know that the division is heating up. It's been a roller coaster, with teams scrambling to find the right pieces to push their Super Bowl ambitions forward. And right now, one of the most intriguing developments involves the Pittsburgh Steelers and their efforts to bolster that secondary, a unit that's been a bit of a question mark lately. Fans of the black and gold know how essential a solid cornerback group is to their defense, especially considering the league's evolution into a pass-heavy game. And there's some exciting news on that front, with a potential signing that could reshape their secondary and give them a real edge in the upcoming season. So here's what's going on. The NFL free agency period is still buzzing, and amidst all the big names that have already found new teams, one player still remains unsigned, Asante Samuel Jr. Now, for those of you who follow the league closely, you know Samuel Jr. is a talented young cornerback with a lot of upside. It's honestly a bit surprising that he's still out there on the open market, waiting for the right fit. But as we've seen with NFL contracts and signings, sometimes the best fits come when teams see the player's potential and how he can fill a critical need. And for the Steelers, that need is crystal clear, improving that secondary, which struggled at times last season, especially down the stretch. Now, let's dive into why Samuel Jr. might be the perfect fit for Pittsburgh. First off, his skill set. Coming off a tough season-ending shoulder injury that he was battling even before the season started, Samuel Jr. showed real resilience just by trying to play through it. And even with that injury, he managed to produce some solid numbers, allowing just 128 receiving yards on 12 receptions, and he didn't give up any touchdowns. That's impressive considering the injury and the fact that he was still able to create some pass breakups despite the pain. It's a testament to his talent, his quickness, and his football IQ. But we all know that health is critical in the NFL, and if he can get fully healthy, the ceiling for Samuel Jr. is sky high. That said, his tackling has been a bit of a point of concern throughout his career. It's a common theme for many young cornerbacks. Refining that part of their game is essential for them to become truly complete defenders. For Samuel Jr., improving in that area could mean the difference between being a good player and a game-changing star. But what he brings to the table is much more than just coverage. His play strength, especially, is notable. He's a physical cornerback who can match up well against some of the division's most talented receivers. And in the AFC North, with players like T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Zay Flowers, having a corner who can hold his own physically is a huge asset. Now, let's talk about the current state of the Steelers' cornerback room. Last season, it was a mixed bag. Joey Porter Jr. The rookie showed flashes but also struggled with penalties, which hampered his overall effectiveness. Cameron Sutton, who was supposed to be a reliable slot corner, had some ups and downs, and Dante Jackson, who was supposed to provide depth and experience, was inconsistent at best. It's clear that Pittsburgh needs to add talent and stability at that position, and Samuel Jr. could be exactly what they need. The team has already made some moves in free agency, adding Darius Slay, a veteran with a ton of experience, and Brandon Echols, who can provide some depth. But the question is, how long can Slay hold up? At 34 years old, he's a future Hall of Famer, but father time waits for no one, and the Steelers need a longer-term solution. That's where Samuel Jr. comes into play. At just 25 years old, he offers Pittsburgh a young, ascending talent who can be a cornerstone in their secondary for years to come. Pairing him with Joey Porter Jr., who's still developing but has shown promise, creates a formidable duo that can grow together and develop into one of the league's best cornerback tandems. Plus, Samuel Jr.'s versatility allows him to play both outside and in the slot, providing the Steelers with much-needed flexibility in their defensive schemes. Now, what makes this move even more appealing is his play style. Samuel Jr. is a cornerback who excels in press coverage, has good instincts, and is not afraid to get physical at the line of scrimmage. His ability to match up with the division's top receivers, combined with his play strength, makes him a perfect fit for the Steelers' defensive philosophy, which emphasizes toughness and aggressive coverage. The Steelers' defensive coordinator, T.J. Watt, and the rest of that coaching staff value physicality and discipline, traits that Samuel Jr. embodies. But let's not forget the broader context of the AFC North. This division is arguably the most competitive in the league right now, with teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, and Cleveland Browns all loading up their rosters to make a Super Bowl push. The Bengals, with Joe Burrow and their high-powered offense, are always a threat, and their receiving core is one of the league's best. The Ravens, after adding Lamar Jackson back and bolstering their defense, are looking to take a big leap. And the Browns, with their revamped roster and a healthy Deshaun Watson, are not to be underestimated. So, for the Steelers, bolstering their secondary isn't just about improving a unit, it's about staying competitive and keeping pace with these division rivals. Adding Asante Samuel Jr. would be a strategic move that signals Pittsburgh's intent to contend again. It's about more than just filling a roster spot. It's about making a statement that they're committed to building a defense that can match up with the best in the league. And considering his age, talent, and potential, Samuel Jr. could be the missing piece that pushes Pittsburgh over the edge and helps them reach another Super Bowl. Furthermore, the Steelers have a rich history of developing defensive talent, and Samuel Jr. fits right into that mold. His football IQ, combined with his physicality, makes him a perfect fit for their culture. Plus, with the Steelers' defensive system, which emphasizes aggressive, disciplined coverage and creating turnovers, Samuel Jr. skills could flourish even more. If he stays healthy and continues to develop, he could become a cornerstone in that secondary for years to come, giving the Steelers a true shutdown corner opposite Joey Porter Jr., and possibly even allowing them to experiment more with their defensive schemes, blitz packages, and coverage schemes. Now, what about the impact on the team's overall strategy? Well, Pittsburgh's defense has always been their identity. They've built their reputation on tough, physical play, and smart, aggressive defense. Adding a player like Samuel Jr., who can match up with top-tier receivers and provide that physical presence, aligns perfectly with their philosophy. It also relieves some pressure on the safeties and linebackers, allowing them to be more aggressive in their blitz packages and coverage schemes. This move could also influence the draft strategy, giving the team more flexibility to focus on other areas of need, knowing they have a solid, young cornerback already in the fold. And let's not overlook the fact that Samuel Jr. is entering a contract year, which could motivate him to showcase his best football yet. The Steelers have a history of signing players to long-term deals when they prove their worth, and a strong season could solidify his status as a Steelers cornerstone for years to come. It's a win-win scenario. Pittsburgh gets a talented, motivated player, and Samuel Jr. gets the opportunity to thrive in a defense that values his skill set and provides a platform for him to excel. So, in summary, the potential signing of Asante Samuel Jr. is a move that makes a lot of sense for the Steelers. It addresses a pressing need, adds youth and talent to a key position, and fits perfectly within their team-building philosophy. The AFC North is wide open, and every edge counts when it comes to competing for a Super Bowl. Pittsburgh is clearly looking to make a statement, and bringing in Samuel Jr. could be the piece that turns their defense into a formidable force once again. Fans can look forward to seeing how this unfolds, and it's just another example of how the Steelers continue to be a team that's always in the mix, always fighting for that championship. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Do you think Samuel Jr. is the right fit for the team? How do you see him complementing the current roster and helping the defense reach new heights? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers organization. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come for our beloved team.